Go, 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 let's get it. I'm a trapping fanatic, that shit automatic, so I cannot turn it on or off. Bitches all on my dick, then she hop on my dick, I'm like, why you keep hopping on and off? Your bitch all on my dick, she be doing the most. I tell her, little bitch, she so extra. And my gun up on me, but not run up on me. Niggas, they wanna fight, they some wrestlers.
Jiraiya had no words for the woman, as he thought she, of all people, could heal Naruto. Just what happened to him in that final battle? As Jiraiya's thoughts lingered, Kakashi entered the room with a sealed bag. I found this near the battlefield. He shows it to Tsunade, as it was the poison, and it was still in there. Well, a little bit of it. She nods and thanks Kakashi, and goes to study it, hoping she could develop an antidote from it. Jiraiya watches as Kakashi looks over at Naruto before walking over to him. I've never seen him in this bad of a condition before. This poison, it must be serious. Yeah, it is. Even Tsunade is having trouble dealing with it. The most she says she can do, well, is stall it for a little bit from entering his heart. Kakashi lifts up Naruto's shirt and asks Jiraiya if they can do anything about the seal. Jiraiya stands up, walking over and looks down. This has to be Orochimaru's doing. He places his hands on Naruto's stomach and does his best to break the enhancement on his seal, but notice that it's going to take him a lot of chakra to do so. Kakashi then has to assist him, which causes Naruto to finally open his eyes. He looks at them with his blurred vision, and then down at his own arms. He was so weak now. Just what happened? He could hear the voices of Jiraiya and Kakashi, but he couldn't even talk to them. He didn't have the strength to say anything back. Naruto tries to telepathically communicate with Kurama, but there was no answer. He looks up and down at his stomach to see their hands there. As they were trying to break the seal, Naruto coughs up purple blood. They immediately go get Tsunade, who comes into the room helping. Naruto looks at her and then closes his eyes once again, as he can finally speak. Damn it. I really messed up this time. Without Kurama, I don't think I'll be able to recover. Just where did Sasuke get something like this? Naruto is bedridden for 5 months until someone comes to visit him. It was night, and for some reason Naruto woke up from his sleep. Above his head, he saw a floating man in robes. Hello there, my son. Naruto goes to talk back, but he can't, as he would hear the man in his head as well. I see. So you've become this weak. It is my fault. Since I made you stronger, Indra's spirit allowed its next vessel to become stronger as well. I have no idea what you're talking about, old man. Who is Indra, and who are you? Are you going to heal me? The Sage of Six Paths then shakes his head. I can do no such action, as I've only come to warn you. If you do not recover in the next month, you will die. Tell me something I don't know, old man. Well, there is one person who could have a cure for this poison. Oh, really? And who is that? I have an old friend, but he does not live within this dimension. It seems you've already met him as well. Well, can I get a hint? Let's see. He's not a human. That should be all you need to know. Naruto would nod. And then he tries to get out of bed. But he coughs up blood. But he manages to sit up. How much time did you say I have? Well, if you begin training, less than a month. Naruto nods and would focus all his chakra. Well, all the chakra that he can manage. And he manages to transport himself to Mount Myoboku with the flying Raijin. He lands on the ground and immediately spits out blood. Damn, this isn't good at all, but at least I made it. The toads quickly surround him and bring him to Fukasaku, who is shocked to see him there, especially in such a bad condition. What happened to you? I got poisoned. I see. Well, I don't have any cures for that here. Oh, yes, you do. You can help me get Kurama back. Fukasaku then looks at the seal placed on Naruto's stomach and says it's going to be hard to get rid of it. You'll have to endure a couple weeks of pain in order for me to break it. That's fine, so let's get started. Fukasaku, here, has many techniques that he's learned from the Sage of Six Paths and that they've created together in the time that they spent together. So, he would actually be more helpful than even Tsunade. 2 weeks go by, as during one of their healing sessions, Fukasaku watched an orange chakra slowly surround Naruto's stomach and spread out his body, as Naruto then entered the realm where Kurama was. It was completely dark. There was no light at all. The eyes of Kurama lit up the room, and Naruto turned to him. Look at you now, brat. You got cocky, and it seems you've become weaker. This is your own fault. If you had taken the battle serious from the beginning, you would have won. I told you not to hold back. Yeah, I know. I was reckless, and I paid for it. Whatever. Let's move past it and go finish our mission. Kurama would laugh and put out his fist, as Naruto does the same, as when he wakes up, he was in KCM. This is much better. Naruto looks at his hand to see that the power that he had, is slowly returning. The KCM cloak then vanished and Naruto's body felt a little bit better, but he could still feel the poison lingering in his body. He thanked Fukasaku, who would ask him, well, what he's going to do now, and how he knew that the toad could heal him. Well, I have a mission I need to complete. And that information, well, it came from your old friend. He told me. No, you couldn't have met him. He died long ago, long before any shinobi nation. Say what you want, you old frog. I know who I talked to. Naruto vanished from Mount Miyaboku and appeared back in his own apartment. He looks around, and he turns on the lights. Home sweet home, right, Kurama? Now, let's see here. Naruto finds his old Anbu uniform and then heads out of the village. Back within the base of Orochimaru, we see Sasuke training with Kabuto, as by now, he had far surpassed his old self with just a few months of constant training. He knew Orochimaru was becoming sick, but it wouldn't be a problem for him as he could still grant him more power. After this daily training is complete, Sasuke heads back to his room where he closes the door and then looks in the mirror. He washes his face and then looks up to see a masked figure standing there. Before he could even react, Naruto was holding the blade to his throat. That's some poison you had on your hands, Sasuke. Tell me, where's the antidote? Sasuke instantly knows who this is. So you managed to recover from it. I expected as much. Sasuke smirks but is then knocked out by Naruto. He then walks out of the room and turns to see Kabuto leaning against the wall. So, you need an antidote. What if I told you how you could get it? Why would you help me? Well, let's make a deal. You kill Orochimaru and leave this base intact, and I'll get you the antidote. Naruto's blade is then pointed at the neck of Kabuto. I'll kill you if you're lying. Kabuto nods and then explains. You see, that poison was developed through the sickness contracted by Kimimaro and Orochimaru. Not only that, but it was amplified by the toxins extracted from the body of Orochimaru himself. Once that was done, we mutated the poison in our labs. Truly, it is dangerous. And if not for you being an Uzumaki, you should have died that night. That's just how scary your clan's genetics truly are. Anyway, just follow me. Naruto walks with Kabuto through the base, and the two walk into the main laboratory, where he shows him the samples of the poison. He then shows Naruto the antidote, and Naruto takes it before walking towards the exit of the room. You've held up your end of the deal. Now I'll do mine. Naruto then turns around, throwing a kunai into the container holding the poison. As next, he heads to the room of Orochimaru. However, it seems Sasuke had beaten him there. Lord Orochimaru, I request more power. So eager, Sasuke. No matter. Come closer so I can grant you your wishes. Sasuke gets closer, and as Orochimaru lifts his neck to enhance the curse mark on Sasuke's body, he cuts off his head. After this, he stands over him, and with the acid-based substance, he uses it to melt down his body to nothing but bones. Naruto then transforms into himself, going back to the room of Sasuke, taking him with him back to the Leaf Village. As the next morning when he returns, the guards question who he was. Oh yeah. Naruto then takes off his mask, revealing himself to the guards, who are shocked. He then heads to the office of Tsunade, walking into the room to see Jiraiya, Kakashi, and Sakura. He lays down Sasuke across the floor and tosses a blue-contained liquid to Tsunade, who catches it. There's the antidote, so let's mass produce it. Instantly, Sakura runs over to Naruto, hugging him, glad that he was okay. And he says he'll be fine once he gets the antidote. Jiraiya would wonder where he was and how did he get help, and Naruto had to explain what happened, except for the part about the Sage of Six Paths, as he believes he must keep that a secret. Days then go by, as Naruto fully recovers after getting the antidote. Well, basically like an over-the-counter medicine that was produced from it. Now, Naruto was at his full strength, but he seemed different. Naruto was more serious than ever before, and he walked as if he had a new purpose. This version of Naruto, because he was so close to death, would be even more like Adam. After calming down Sasuke, Tsunade would remove his curse mark, causing him to rage out once again, but she decides to reveal something. Naruto walks in the room and sits down to see Sasuke there as well, who would question, "What the hell are you doing here?" "Trust me, you don't want me to be here for this." Tsunade then stands in front of each of them and tells them how Danzo has manipulated their lives. She explains the reasoning behind this and the reasoning behind the Uchiha clan massacre, and then she explains why Naruto was hated for the early parts of his life and what truly happened during the night he was born, and how a lot of people were kept away from the area where the Ninetales was, where his parents died, and how he was being groomed to be a weapon. Both of them sit in shock while listening. Sasuke can't believe that an Elder of the Leaf would do this, but Tsunade calls Danzo a traitor. Sasuke then begins to breathe heavy and even scratch at his own body, not believing the information just told to him. It has to be a lie. It has to. But Tsunade states that Danzo even has the eyes of his clan right now, and he's already run away, but they're beginning to track him down. However, Sasuke, you and your brother are not the only Uchiha left. There are still many of your clan who are scattered around the Land of Fire. The problem is finding them before Danzo can get the hand on their eyes. Sasuke couldn't even hear the Hokage as he was having a mental breakdown, which caused Tsunade to tie him up, as she wondered how Naruto was doing, but turned around to see him standing up with only a single tear in his eye. He then punched a wall, cracking the entire room's infrastructure, which shocked her. This world was built upon corruption, and I'm going to be the one to fix it. And only one person can become my equal to help me do so. And that's you, Sasuke. So overcome your emotions, and then join me to make things right. Naruto looks back at Sasuke with the Lord's eyes, as he makes a promise to help him, as he then leaves the room, going to get some fresh air. And he sees the sun setting on the horizon. Naruto stands there near a tree with a swing, looking forward, until he feels someone watching him. Who's there? This is when Hinata comes from around a tree. "It's me, Naruto." "Oh, hey Hinata. Did you come to look at the view up here too?" "Yeah, I did. I didn't expect someone else to be up here as well." "Well, we can look at it together." The two stand for a moment, until Naruto sighs and sits down. "Hey Hinata, what do you think of me? Be honest." Her face turns red as she begins to stutter and move around a lot until she calms herself down. "I think you're a great person. Because of you, there were so many changes within the Hyuga clan. You inspired Neji to do so much. You've helped me out more than you know it too. I think you're really a kind-hearted person. Naruto smiled. Thanks. I needed to hear someone other than myself say it. I just feel as if I could be doing more. I love being a shinobi, but this isn't what I want my legacy to be. I still wish to explore the entire world. I think you should then, Naruto. You've helped everyone else follow their dreams, so why not follow your own? Naruto looks to Hinata, and then stands up hugging her. Thanks for the advice. I needed it. She blushes watching Naruto walk off, as the next day, he goes to visit Sasuke, seeing him sit there silent now, with brand new eyes, as he had the Mangekyo Sharingan, but they were still only 14 by this point. Naruto unties Sasuke, and he looks up at him. Naruto holds out his hand smiling. I'll let you make the plan this time. Sasuke grabs the hand of Naruto and stands up. First, we hunt down Itachi, and then get him to join us. After this, we'll hunt down Danzo and get our revenge. Then we'll correct the shinobi world. Naruto nods, and the two of them head to the office of Tsunade, shocking her that each of them could recover from this information so fast. They explain their plan to her, and she has some questions of the two if they could handle it. So, she postpones the mission, which angers them, but instead, she gives them 1 year to prepare. They would still complain, but they agree to go with Jiraiya. The three of them to depart for their training, and Jiraiya takes them to Mount Miyaboku. He doesn't want Sasuke to learn Sage Mode, as it could prove to be a double-edged sword in the future. However, he does want them to be training together and far away from the rest of the world. The two begin overcoming their emotions. If they were to battle Danzo, he would pull different tricks that they must prepare for. Their training was intense, especially since the two trained together. Their rivalry seemed to be revived, and now they could keep growing. A year passed quickly, as we now see Naruto and Sasuke much stronger than ever before, and they head back into the Leaf Village. They walk into the Hokage's office, and Tsunade can barely recognize them, as they would completely obliterate their old selves. A year has already passed. Well, I believe the two of you are ready. Where's Jiraiya? Oh, Pervy Sage said he was going to investigate the leader of the Akatsuki, while we do our own mission. The details of his location and his objective are in the scroll. Naruto hands it to her and then throws over his hood, as Sasuke does the same, and the two exit the leaf once again. Naruto, what will you do after our goals are accomplished? I don't really know. Why do you ask? Well, I'm going to rebuild my clan with my brother, but you don't have a clan to do that with. Jeez, thanks for the reminder. If anything, I'll travel the lands and discover more of this world in which we do not know. What an airhead answer. Most of the world has already been mapped, Naruto. There's nothing new to discover. Whatever, Sasuke. Let's just focus on one thing at a time. For some reason, Naruto thought of Hinata when thinking of traveling the world. This caused him to jump from branch to branch faster, and Sasuke followed closely behind. The two first headed to the land in between fire and wind. They would arrive looking for clues on the Akatsuki, but Naruto remembers that they were hunting down the Jinchuriki. So instead, they get the idea to head to the Sand Village to ask Gaara if he knows anything. As they travel and get closer, they begin to see someone in the distance. No, it's two people, both in black robes with red clouds, as Sasuke and Naruto know who they are. And one was holding Gaara. Perfect timing, don't you think, Sasuke? Yeah. Amaterasu. Deidara is then forced to drop Gaara, and then Sasori goes to catch him. Quickly, Naruto shows off his speed, kicking Sasori away while grabbing his friend. Deidara shoots out multiple clay birds at Naruto, but each one of them is then pierced by Sasuke's lightning. The two now stood back to back, looking forward at each of their opponents respectively. Hey Sasuke, I'll race ya. Sure, we can bet lunch on it. Naruto put on his steel knuckle weapons and began to charge his own chakra. The Lord's eyes activate, and he vanished from where he was standing. He appears right above Sasori, slamming his fist down. His opponent tried to dash away and evade, but his arm was ripped off from the power of the strike. Naruto, well, his left foot barely grazes the sand before he takes off after Sasori once again. The puppets then come flying right at him. Oh, this is getting interesting. Naruto then watched the puppets dance in slow motion, but they still won't be fast enough. His first strike went through each of them, with no problem at all. Sasori felt true fear seeing the smiling face of Naruto destroy his creation so easily. The 100 puppets then appear, and Sasori reveals his true form. Naruto only cracks his knuckles and says to himself, "Let's speed this up, Kurama." He enters KCM, demolishing the puppets, including Sasori himself, in seconds. The pieces of ninja technology rain down around Naruto as he turns, seeing Sasuke stand over a defeated Deidara. Looks like he's still alive, so I win. Well, I couldn't kill him without gaining some information first. Oh yeah. After Sasuke extracts what he needs, he kills Deidara. Naruto then sends Gaara back to the village with the clone, where his clone would also help heal Kankuro. Now, the two head to the Uchiha hideout, and once they find it, Kisame stood in their way. He says Sasuke is the only one that's allowed to pass, but as Sasuke jumps by him, he cuts off his head. Naruto stares on in disbelief, as he thought he was just going to get to sit and wait, but Sasuke motions for him to follow as well. They arrive in the old base to see Itachi sitting there, waiting on them. He asks where Kisame was, as he was supposed to stop Naruto, but Sasuke began to explain. He's going to rebuild their clan, but first they need to get rid of Danzo. Itachi begins to laugh and puts his hand on his face. Well, younger brother, if you wish for me to join your side, make me. Show me your strength and the hatred that you've acquired. Their battle takes place and Naruto stands at the ready but doesn't have to get involved at all. This Sasuke was already much stronger than Itachi, and it was evident through their battles. Even if Itachi wasn't sick, he wouldn't be able to keep up with Sasuke and his movement speed here. Once the battle was finally over, Itachi revealed his sickness to the two of them. Naruto tells him not to worry as they have a plan for that as well. Naruto takes Itachi to Mount Miyaboku in search for Fukasaku, who finds him, as the old toad helps heal Itachi of his illness, and the three go to hunt down Danzo. On their way to his last known location, Itachi asks Naruto why he was helping out Sasuke. What made his younger brother so important to him? Naruto explained how the two of them are connected as shinobi, as they're kind of like brothers in a way. Itachi was happy that his brother made a true friend that could fight by his side. Even with all the hatred in his life, Sasuke seemed to somehow fight for peace and the peace of others. They find Danzo's last known outpost. The three then begin to head inside and look around, as Itachi is the first to find a clue. He heads to find the others, but the three of them were scattered around this large building. As he dashes forward, he has to jump back, dodging the blade of an Anbu member. But why would they be here, of all places? Flames then came off his blade, coming straight towards Itachi, who instantly recognized the jutsu. No, it couldn't be. So who is that behind that mask? At the same time, Naruto would run into an Anbu member who uses Wood Release, and Sasuke runs into another one, who has a similar power to that of the curse mark. Each of them has to overcome a great threat in order to get to Danzo. Sasuke would dodge the ink paintings that come to life with ease. The power of the curse mark allowed this masked warrior to get even closer to him though. Sasuke then counters his blade and cut through his mask. This revealed Sai, who had a curse mark that was similar to Sasuke's own, but, well, it wasn't the same. Sasuke activated the Sharingan and rushed in at Sai. The ink paintings began to get closer and closer, but one of his arms was then cut off. Sai then slams the other one to the ground, revealing a seal that electrocuted Sasuke, making him fall to the ground. Sai pointed his own blade at Sasuke's neck, but then wakes up from a genjutsu as he was tied to his chair and slowly bleeding out from both of his hands being cut off. Just when did he? You underestimated the power of the Uchiha. Now you won't get the chance to do that again. Sasuke moves on down the path as we next focus on Itachi. He was on the defensive, dodging the flames of his attacker, who then used the body flicker technique to create clones. Itachi jumped back, using the Phoenix Flame Barrage. This caused the clones created from the body flicker to then spread out around the room. Itachi headed right for the real one. He gets past the clones and then uses the kunai to cut through the mask. What revealed was Shisui, who somehow had both of his eyes. No, that's impossible. I've watched you die. Yeah, you did. But I was saved by Lord Danzo. You tried to kill me by pushing me off that edge. Shisui then appeared behind Itachi. You're a traitor who would kill your own clan and your best friend. Shisui, what are you talking about? We were betrayed. Itachi blocked the attack and then flipped back again. Don't act like you forgot what happened that day. You betrayed us. Itachi blocks another attack before flipping away once again. If this was Shisui, he must be being controlled by Genjutsu. But no, that wouldn't make any sense at all. If Shisui has a Sharingan back, that means he should be able to break through it. Unless... Itachi rushes back in, throwing a punch. Shisui managed to dodge it based on instinct, but then is hit by the kick of Itachi. So, those eyes, they're fake. They're not the true Sharingan. Alright then, Shisui. Let me show you the truth. Tsukuyomi. Shisui would then get flashes of all their memories together. And he relives his life as a shinobi up until this point. And when the Genjutsu is released, he falls to the ground. He has tears in his eyes and a broken spirit. But he looks up, thanking Itachi for saving him. The two talk for a while until Itachi realizes they need to find the others. Sasuke was already running through the large base in order to find Naruto. He could sense and hear a battle going on. He just couldn't find it. Instead, he found Itachi and Shisui. Meanwhile, Naruto was demolishing Yamato in battle. How is this possible? I thought wood release could subjugate any Jinchuriki. It's supposed to be your weakness. Naruto breaks through the trees and then punches his fist through the stomach of Yamato. I have no weakness. Yamato falls to the ground, and Naruto rips off the ceiling tag that he placed on his own chest. Looks like it actually came in handy after all. Kurama, are you still there? Yeah, I am, brat, so don't be so loud. Whatever. Let's just hurry up and find Danzo. Naruto then focuses on gathering Sage Chakra and enters Sage mode. Throughout the base, you can see Sasuke, Itachi, and some other Uchiha who they have with them. That's strange. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The more people we have, the bigger chance we have against Danzo. But he also saw that they were running right towards him, and he was sitting on a throne. Naruto stands up and immediately begins heading that way. The four of them then regroup in the room. So, you finally made it. A little faster than I had hoped too. But, it doesn't matter. Here, you all will meet your end. Itachi and Sasuke waste no time using their Amaterasu to burn Danzo, but he uses the Izanagi. Itachi explains the ability to the rest of them and how they need to counter it. However, Naruto was already on it. He ripped off the arm of Danzo and then tossed it to Itachi. Is that better? Danzo then glared at Naruto, who stood next to him. Just how did he... Oh, it seems you have another one as well. Danzo tried to dodge the attack, but Naruto was faster. Naruto ripped the eye from its socket and goes to crush it. However, Shisui yells out for him to stop. And Naruto looks to him, questioning why, but Shisui reveals that that's his eye. So he just tosses it to him, and Shisui catches it. Danzo would try to sneak attack Naruto here while it seemed he wasn't paying attention, but Danzo himself was sealed by the Totsuka blade of Itachi, who reacted quickly. The group then decided to return to the leaf where a bunch of things would happen. First, Itachi goes to read the stone tablet. The group would go with them, and once he reads it out loud, Naruto questions him. That's not what it says. They would turn to him, wondering how he would know, but Naruto shows off the Lord's eyes once again, and changes the tablet to its original form, shocking the group. Still, Itachi and Sasuke have to switch eyes in order to obtain the EMS. Now, the three of them were going to head out and find the rest of their clan. Naruto looks for Jiraiya, and then Tsunade takes him to the hospital, where Jiraiya was in critical condition from his last battle with Pain, where he barely manages to escape with his life. Naruto was saddened by this, but didn't have any anger on his face. Tsunade found this odd, but actually interesting as well. So, what will you do? I will wait for him to arrive here, and then I will finish what my master started. Naruto then departs from the building and goes to meditate while watching the sunset. What do I truly desire? Days pass until the Yamanaka clan senses danger within the village. Pain floats above, but is sent flying far away by Naruto. After crashing on the ground, the Diva Path looks up to see Naruto. Well, if it isn't, the Diva Path is then punched through by Naruto. He dodges the other 5 paths of pain quickly, as he speaks no words, rushing back in with KCM. He dodges each of their attacks, ripping through them with ease. However, they just seem to keep coming back, and there's nothing he can do about it. Naruto soon figures out which one of them is reviving the others, and immediately destroys it with a Rasengan. Naruto then flips over another path, kicking it far away. He grabs the animal path by the head, and then spins it off. The Diva Path has no words for Naruto. He wasn't just strong. No, his strength was undeniable. It's as if he was a god. Naruto defeats all the paths except for Pain himself. He begins to walk towards him, with his hand held out, and a tail beast bomb would form. Naruto then disappears and slams it into the back of the Diva Path, forcing it into the skies. This is where a large explosion goes off, and it even could be seen in the Leaf Village. Naruto then looks in the direction of Nagato and begins heading that way. He arrives in the cave to see Konan and Nagato. What now, Naruto Uzumaki? You're going to kill us and continue the cycle of hatred? No, I'm going to defend my home. It's not my job to decide who lives and who dies. I have sympathy for you, since you are also the students of my master. So I'll let you decide your own fate. However, if you attack my home again, I won't hesitate to take your life. Naruto leaves Nagato with these words and travels back to the Leaf, where he's celebrated for defending everyone. Tsunade also decides to call a Kage summit and leaves Kakashi in charge of the village while she's gone with Naruto. During the summit, Kabuto and the Masked Man would appear as they declare war on the great nations. However, it seems they only have shinobi from at least the Hidden Rain, Sound, and the clones of Zetsu. However, these ones were much weaker than the original. They also had access to the shinobi from the past. The Masked Man would show off his Rinnegan and points to Naruto. The Nine Tails will be mine soon. Before they could warp away, Naruto punched a hole through the chest of Kabuto. He didn't have his Senjutsu or Snake Senjutsu yet, so he couldn't sense the attack coming. Naruto pulled out his fist and then slightly turned to dodge the Masked Man's attack. Pretty slow for someone wanting to start a war. Naruto swings his other fist, but it goes right through him. What an annoying jutsu. This is no mere jutsu. This is the power of Madara Uchiha. Who is that? Obito then doesn't know what to say. Excuse my ignorance, but I didn't spend much time in the academy. Oh, trust me, I know. I've been monitoring your life, Naruto Uzumaki. The Masked Man then looks down at Kabuto, knowing he wouldn't last much longer, so they warped away quickly. The 5 Kage then formed their alliance and began preparing for war. Instead of sending Naruto and Killer Bee out on a mission, each one of them was on the front lines. There was no need to hold them back, especially since the enemy forces wasn't as large as their own. The White Zetsu appear on the horizon, and Naruto looks forward. He activated the Lord's Eyes and says they wouldn't be a threat at all. In fact, since there were only about 200 of them there, Naruto would begin smiling. He appears right in the center of them, and then above his head forms a giant white Rasengan. He slams it down, and Jiraiya was shocked. As it began to push some of them back, the white Zetsu's number are then divided in half, maybe even less than that. Naruto then rushed in, using the Lord's Eyes to demolish everything in his way. He used only simple movements and dodged their attacks with perfection. It seemed that Naruto's taijutsu was on a completely different level. By the time the Alliance made it all the way up the hill, Naruto stood over the bodies of the white Zetsu. Well, let's not stop here. There's most likely more on the way. The other parts of the army are doing just fine as well, as they clearly outnumber the Zetsu. The second wave of them starts to arrive, but this time, they're led by revived shinobi from the past. Naruto looks forward, seeing a yellow-haired man arrive to the battlefield. It was Minato. The two walk up to each other, and Minato looks down at him. There's no doubt about it. You're my son. You're Naruto. The voice of Kabuto then rings throughout his head. It doesn't matter who he is to you. Kill him. Kabuto then forced Minato to slam the Rasengan into the chest of Naruto, but he evaded it, and Naruto slams his own hand through Minato. I see. So that's what this is. You were revived. Now you're being controlled. How clever indeed. But it still won't be enough to defeat me. Naruto flips away, but Minato appears right behind him. Look out, Naruto. Naruto blocks the attack, and then kicks Minato away, as he would land on some rocks. Yo, Naruto. It's me, Ino. Can you hear me? Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. What's going on? Is there trouble back at the base? No, I just need you to describe the enemy that you're facing right now. His chakra signature seems to be a lot stronger than many others. Oh, I see. Well, to put it simply, it's my father. Naruto then looks up, dodging a Rasengan, and then has to keep dodging Minato's attacks, as he was now seen in KCM, blocking more of his attacks as well. He was somehow revived. I can defeat him, but I don't know how to break the control of Kabuto. That's what I wanted to tell you. Sasuke has returned, and he made contact with us. Him and his clan are spreading out throughout the battlefields to help us out. But Sasuke himself is heading with Itachi to handle Kabuto. All you have to do is hold out until either they release the jutsu or our sealing shinobi, the team makes it to you. Naruto flips and dodges more of Minato's attacks while talking. Which option is faster? Well, it's better to bet on our shinobi, as there's only minutes away. Alright then, I'll bring him to you guys. Naruto, wait. Naruto ignores her and speeds right towards the Alliance, with Minato following him. He activates KCM as well, and the two dance around the shinobi with rapid succession attacks. And then, Minato would defeat him easily. But this was a clone, as the real Naruto appeared behind him, slamming a Rasengan into his body that sent him down into the ground. The sealing shinobi then began sealing Minato. Well done, my son. Tell Mom I said hi for me. Yeah, I will. Naruto looks up into the sky, as the revived shinobi begin to return as well. However, another group emerges right in front of him. It was Obito and the former Jinchuriki. Here, they were not dead, but they were being controlled. They transform into their tail beast state, and Naruto smirks. Well, it's now or never, right, Kurama? Let's go, Naruto. The two enter Kurama Link mode and tower over the other tail beasts. As the Battle of Biju was about to commence, two others arrived to the battlefield, Itachi and Sasuke. Each shows up in a full-body Susanoo. The masked man and his Biju are then defeated within minutes, and he's killed off and sealed by the Tosuke blade, leaving his identity hidden from the world. Soon after, the White Zetsu are defeated, and the war comes to an end. The Uchiha decide to create their own town near the Land of Fire, but don't wish to be a part of the Leaf anymore. Naruto and Sasuke both get ready to depart from the Leaf Village after months of staying there. Jiraiya and Tsunade were sending the boys off on their journey, but there was a crowd of people there as well, since they were the heroes. Naruto walked over to Konohamaru, placing his hand on his head. When I return, I hope to see you as the Kage. You got it, big bro. Naruto then walks over to Jiraiya, hugging him, thanking him for everything. Naruto then turns around, but before he can leave, he sees Hinata running towards him. She would ask to come with him, and Naruto thought about it. I don't see why not. Let's go. Naruto and Hinata head off into the world, with Sasuke calling him oblivious until Sakura would ask to come with him and stay with the Uchiha. He would sigh and tell her to come on, as they had to catch up with them. Naruto, Sasuke, Hinata, and Sakura all keep running forward until a waterway would depart them each on their own path. Naruto and Sasuke end with a fist bump, saying they will see each other again and figure out who truly is the strongest.